everyone. So welcome back to the stream. So in today's stream, we'll be just analyzing the game of the day from chessgames.com, and then probably we'll just play some games maybe. Okay, so let's start. So yeah, this is a 51 more game, and the game is between Rebecca Trafford and Vincent. So the game starts with the queen's pawn opening, e4, d4, d5, and then c4. And then the queens can decline variation by playing e6, knight c3, knight f6, bishop g5, bishop e7, e3, h6, bishop h4, short castle, and then the rook to c1, knight b d7, c takes d5, e takes d5, and then bishop to d3, then c6, solidifying the center, and then bishop back to g3. Okay, rook to e8, hanging rook along with the king. Okay, h3, bishop, bishop b4, developing the other knight to f3. Okay, knight e4. Okay, safeguarding the bishop by playing bishop f4. Wow, striking the center with c5. Short castle. Bishop takes c3. Pawn takes c3. And then knight to b6. Okay, then knight e5. f6. Knight g4. And then closing the center by playing c4. Bishop to b1. h5. Knight back to h2. Oh wow, this essentially traps the bishop, right? Let's see. So then playing b5, queen takes h5, sorry, g5, queen takes h5, and then g takes f4. Oh wow, what's the reason kicking the knight? Probably this is danger, right? I'm not sure. Because after takes, eventually, I'm not sure, but yeah, I don't know. Okay, then playing a f3, knight back to d6, and then queen h7 check, king to. Okay, this also opens the king for gamers. Okay, the gamer is just playing previously up here, and the game is which year? I'm not sure which year the game is in there. The tournament was ranked HS. No, gamer is 2400, so it's much back, I guess. I'm not sure. Okay, so king to f8. Okay, queen h6 check, king to king to e7, queen g7 check, king to e6, rook f to rook e1, aligning with this king. Okay, uplifting the rook to e7, queen g4 check, f5, Oh wow, sacrificing a bishop. So take, check. So king, let's say it moves up here. I don't know. Probably there are multiple moves up there, right? I'm not sure. So bishop takes f5. Knight takes f5. Must this check. Hmm. So queen g6 picks the knight back if the volume for king is to play here. So yeah, this picks the knight back. So king to d7. So queen takes f5. Check. King to c6. Chop the pawn on f4. Queen takes f4. Okay. Bishop to e6. e4. Queen to g8. h6. Looks like I'm in h6. Picking this bishop. I'm not sure what's the further idea. Okay, so unpinning the king by playing a c7. Okay, unpinning the pawn, so moving the king away from this diagonal because of this. Maybe if queen moves somewhere, I'm not sure. So king h1, rook, side, uplifting the rook to e2, rook h7, queen back to d2, king b8. Okay, doubling of the rook on e file. Okay, d takes e4, c takes e4, bishop back to d7. Okay, rook f2, rook e8, queen f4 check, queen to a1, sorry, a8. Okay, knight back to f3, rook back to f8. Probably this, but this eventually loses this pawn, right? I'm not sure. Okay, so queen back to h2, knight to a4, attacking the pawn on c3, defending it by playing a rook b, so rook a3, a6, queen back to e5. Wow, now just going for the demolition. So bishop takes h3, king slides away to f, sorry, g1. Okay, now doubling up the rook on the g5, so rook g7. Okay, knight, but still knight captures, this captures the free pawn, right? Because after capturing this allows this, eventually some into the mating pattern, right? Not sure. So knight h4, rook takes f2, king takes f2, rook takes g2, knight takes g2, queen takes g2, king e1, queen f1 check, king d2. Okay, going for this mate. So bishop g4. Okay, queen e8 check. Oh wow, this loses the game on spot because this picks the knight up here, right? Also defending this. Hmm. So the queen e8 check, king to a7. So queen picks up the knight on a4, and then yeah, but this also actually loses the game because after this check, you should be the one is good for to move away, right? So I guess Kramer will win the game, right? Who eventually win this game? Yeah, Kramer eventually win this game. Yeah, there is no more defense against this. probably can be defined like this, but this actually committed this check and have full bishop, which is actually losing game, or can just play this, still go into the same variation of continuous checks and eventually losing the game. Okay, so I don't see any kinds of tactics in this game, probably. So we'll just analyze the game once again with the engines turned on so that we can just see whether there are tactics that eventually miss in this game. So just start the engine. Okay, so it's a base queens can be declined thing. So after the opening things, it's kind of like equal for roughly more than half this game. Yeah, so oh sorry. So yeah, even in until this, so I guess so after this he should be moving to this. I guess I'm not sure. Yeah, that's the engine. That's the move that's engine also recommending it. So knight d6 is better than knight g4. So actually trapping the bishop, but still this white king is too vulnerable, and there are multiple attackers. Oops, sorry. So there are also multiple attackers along this white diagonal. So it's quite tough to defend for black. Okay. So after this move, what I would say is this check is not doesn't actually doesn't do anything. So probably I'll just bring the my idea is to bring the bishop to the g6 maybe. So is that that bad? Okay. For this move, you can just simply play the queen b7 move. Huh, so this becomes quite equalish, I guess. So probably, yeah, e takes f4 is also a good move. There's also another semi-open, sorry, another open file for white to attack. Then we can just play this queen check, I guess. I'm not sure. So probably that might be the sequence of moves. So e takes f4. Okay, e takes f4, and then playing a, let me stop the engine. So e takes f4, then playing f5, knight g4, also sacrificing another piece. Yeah, probably, yeah, this knight is not doing anything up here. Also, it's just struck by two white pawns and a black pawn, so it's actually it's worthless. So f takes g4, queen h6 check. Now is good because now the king e7 will just have the queen g7 check. So knight f7. Now play the rook c e1 check, and then the king d6. Now pick up the knight back maybe. Yeah, the queen takes f7, taking the knight back. Then bishop d7. So bishop d7. So that's the sequence of line, I guess. So probably I'll just play it for you. So it's f takes this, then this, which actually blocks the knight's way. Probably I'm not sure why he did play this move. Sorry, why the engineer commands this move. I don't understand that. Probably I'll just go for this check by now itself. Then if king plays this, I can just play this check. Blocks, I can just keep the other check by this way maybe. So I'm not sure why this is better than this. I'll just look into it. Then after this, I'll just capture. Now see. Okay, probably I'll just move back. So after this, why do I just need to play the knight g4? So I don't see the move in the knight g4. Why can't I just simply play the check? Can play g8. Okay, this eventually blocks the previous check that we all had already. Got it. So that's the reason why to play the knight g4. So eventually you have the same advantage that we have earlier. So let's play knight g4, which eventually have multiple attacks, maybe bringing the knight to this and having some kind of mating patterns. So that's the reason why for this f takes this. Then I can just play this check. So now this is not possible because now this involves the bishop h7 check. So eventually moving here, I guess. and then bishop g6 check, then king g8, and then king f sorry, and then the queen h7 check, king f8, then queen h6 check. Wait a minute. So queen h7. Oh, let's stop it. So queen h7 check, king f8, queen h8 check, king e7, and then queen g7 check. So this is the only move for the king, or you can just also defend with the knight, right? But eventually that's a mate. Okay, then we have a escape square for the king. Okay, got it. So probably this is the sequence of moves. I'll just keep this check, take this, comes here. Now I'll just play the g7 check, block, take, come here. So that's the whole sequence of moves, I guess. Yeah. So probably should be playing this, he should be taking this, and then having the same set of sequence of moves now should be working. Okay, got the whole sequence. So yeah, this kind of lines is quite tough to calculate uh, for humans, I guess. Probably not for minors. Okay, so just go for the next sequence of lines where eventually after sorry just go back. Okay, so after the king had six the queen had six which don't seems obvious to me. So uh, if I was playing this game eventually I won't be playing this move. Sure, I'll just simply bring this thing, add more attackers and put pressure on the king, or even I'll just simply capture the pawn. Sorry, so even I'll just simply capture the pawn and try to open a file for the rook as well to enter another piece into the attack. Actually, that's the best more recommended. So he takes f4, then blocking, then sacrificing a knight here to open the file again for the sorry to open up the diagonal again for the bishop. Yeah, so that's the whole initiation. Sorry, that's the whole line recommended by the initiation. But eventually, Rap would play the queen h6 check, then king e7, then queen g7 check, king e6, rook c1, rook fe1, and then a rook e7, sorry, the queen g4 check, laying f4. I'm not sure why not moving the king up here, which actually has this check, or let's see. So after playing this move, I can just simply capture the f4. Yeah, that's a good move. Or even I can just keep this check and push the king somewhere. Ah, king g8. Okay. Now we can capture this, right? Why this is okay? Now the king is safe. You can just bring in the rook, and you're just lost your advantage because the number of attackers for the king is much lesser, and the king is also defended safely by the rook. So you should not be losing your advantage when you just sacrifice a piece. Got it. So if I am sacrificing another piece, I thought it was sacrificing another piece, but it is not because it should be. Oh wow! So it's a blender. So d7, queen takes f5. Oh wow! So what's the actual move that should be played up here? So after f5, bishop takes f5 check is a good move. Knight takes f5, and then king. Sorry, after that should be playing king d7. Sorry, e4. Yeah, that's actually a better way to capture the knight, I guess, because the knight is pinned, so the king can't move. Even the king moves, you can just capture the knight. Or if d takes e4, then c takes or the f takes e4, then still the pin is up there. So actually this is the This is nice move. So after d6, you can just simply capture. You don't want to be hurry, right? So simply you can just capture, or even you can just keep the check and then capture this way. Let's see if we can use this. Huh? Oh wow, so saying this check, not this one. Okay, got it, got it. Yeah. So if we play this, then eventually, yeah, this rook is up there, and you can just capture this, right? I'm not sure, but let's play this. So king c7, can just capture. Okay, queen f8, I'll just capture. e7, rook f1. Probably I'll just bring the knight. Okay, this makes the rook, so that's the danger up here, right? So should be playing this. So now queen e3 check. So actually bishop d7, bringing down the rook. So yeah, so this is eventually losing position for him because the black started to attack and black has a full bishop. Hmm, got it, got it. So eventually this is a bad move. So I guess this is the line that Kemmer prepared against this rapport, I guess. So eventually, this is the maximum move that most players will obviously think that with Misha Compre picking the knight is a great move because the king moves to this d7. So this also the picking the knight also comes with a check on king, so it's safe for white. That's the most thing that we can play. So after this and check, so and king c6 is being played up there. So queen takes f4. That's still good. Bishop e6. So yeah, see that camera is just playing the Indian moves, bro. That's it. So then queen f8 should be the move, but it is not played up there. Sorry, e4 is the most striking with the center. Then queen g8. So queen f8 is the move, forcing the exchanges, I guess. So yeah, still you can just force the exchange because the attack on king is now right hand, and still black is up a piece. Hmm. For a pawn. For how many pawns? Well, let's calculate. There are 4 pawns. There are 4 pawns. Okay. For 3 pawns, piece. Yeah, that's still okay. So probably just try to evaluate this position based on the pawn structure. So the center pawns are defended, so you should be defending the other with the king side pawns. Probably this is the one which should be marching forward because these 2 pawns are just stopped by this pawn, and then this pawns is just these 2 pawns are just stopping these two black pawns. So probably so this 4 pawns delete this as well. So this 3 pawns is enough to marshal with the game. So probably that's the thought process in Rapper's brain, I guess. I'm not sure. Uh, okay, but okay, probably Kevin should be playing this, exchanging pieces if possible, and then yeah, just try to expand your attack. Probably even this. Now start your attack by playing it and targeting the weakened pawns. Okay, so let's go back. So after this sequence of moves, still the advantage is being persisting up here. Still the advantage is persisting. These all are simple moves. They're just simply attacking and defending each other. Okay, now this d takes e4 is not a good because this allows f takes e4 and then I'm not sure, but this okay, but that's not making that much difference. So yeah, probably I just recently saw in a video of a grandmaster explaining his thought process while playing the classical or different formats of chess. So he explained that he said that you don't want to understand each and every single engine lines. because that don't seem to be have some reasoning behind that. So yeah, so probably in my perspective, I'm just trying to understand Indians by having my own reasoning so that my own reasoning capability will be increased at least incrementally. So that's the idea that I have in my mind. But I guess that's not the actual way most grandmasters develop their intuition or the calculation process or whatever just you name it. It is all simply very simple just to me bringing the pizzas back. I don't understand this coin move. Probably I'll just go for this or even this. Is this bad? Oh wow. This just utterly loses the position. So bishop takes h3. Let's say I'll just take, then there's a mate. So if I didn't, sorry. So if I didn't take and played this, then rook captures f3. Yeah. So you can't even capture. So this is completely losing game for white. So yeah, that's the reason to defend this thing. And then it's going for the same line. But why? Now the same sequence of lines works, right? Okay, so the reason to play now is now this knight is defended by the rook this way. So maybe that's the reason why he played that thing, I guess. So same sequence of moves. Eventually, yeah, losing up here. Got it. Yeah, so this game don't seems like doesn't seem like a more like a uh calculative one maybe. So this game doesn't seem, at least for me, to be like a more calculating intensive game. Yeah, probably you should be exchanging the queens if possible as early as you want. Then I guess even if captures, this queen captures queen comes with check, so that's the beauty of here. You don't even capture the rook back. Got it. Yeah, this is a nice game, but there is not a much of tactics of here. These are some basic tactical patterns, but yeah, the level of accuracy that both play is totally awesome, bro. That's incredible. Probably I'll just go and maybe I'll just analyze another game. Maybe opening up three knives. I'm not sure how to. Okay, I'll just pick a game from the FIDE World Cup and try to analyze it. Oh wow, there are. Can I just filter up here? Maybe a search, maybe PGM download. So this feature is on. Okay, fine. Uh, how can I just search up here? Refine search, white ones, black ones, bro. So I just want a black ones, bro. Oh wow, that's a game. Oh wow, yeah, yeah. I'll just unless the game, but yeah, I'll just come. The game is just 17 moves. Okay, let's see. So this is a game from FIDE World Cup, and probably I'll just import the game. So this got changes, and yeah, just import it. Uh-oh, did I? Not sure what happened up here. Okay, so the game is between, yeah, Kyrgyzstan versus some 1900 with nearly 2000 each player. So I guess, yeah, this guy is Probably this guy is more or less equal to my level, I guess. I don't have official FIDE rating, but I'm not sure. But maybe he can be more than me. I'm not sure. So the game starts with the king's pawn opening, e4. Okay, French defense, e6, f4. Sorry, e7. Just blabbering some coordinates. I don't know how to just say this coordinates efficiently. So I should not be seeing the board, or I'm not sure how to do it. Maybe I should be practicing more on remembering coordinates and how the pieces moves on those coordinates. I guess I'm not sure. Okay, so the game is the French defense. So e4, e6, and then d4, d5. Okay, so it's an exchange variation. So e captures d4, so d5. E captures d5. Probably at the top GM levels, I would just love to play this knight f3 more. Just go for the standard variation itself. That's it. So the knight c3 is much better, I guess, at the top levels. Okay, so after e captures d5, e captures d5. Okay, developing the bishop to d3, developing the knight to c6. Okay, solidifying. Yeah, I guess this is kind of like the setup that most 2000-ish player play in chess.com. I guess I'm not sure. So c3, bishop d6, h3. Probably, I'm not sure why doing this move. Maybe just developing the knight allows him to play the bishop g4. Probably that might be the idea. I'm not sure. Yeah. So yeah, developing the knight to f3 allows the black to pin the knight with the king, queen. But no, that's not an actual threat. Maybe he feels uncomfortable for that, so uncomfortable for that move again. Okay, so then playing knight g2 e7. Okay, so developing the queen earlier to f3, short castle, knight to e2, knight knight g6. What's this move? Just giving up a free pawn against a GM is a deadly idea, I guess. Not sure why playing this. Probably he wants some open play like this. I don't know. You can just simply capture this, right? What happens after this? Even if this move you can't play back because of this mate. Hmm. A nice tactic. Well played. Okay, got the idea. Okay. Yeah, this is not a simple stupid player like me. He's a GM, so eventually he'll just see all these lines easily. Okay, solidifying by playing G3, knight. Okay, this is already losing the game, I guess. I'm not sure. He sacrifices the knight after captures. Even if he plays this, we can keep the other check and just pick back. I'm not sure what's happening here. I don't understand these games, bro. Probably after captures. Okay, let's see. So the move is knight to e5. Okay, that's a great move. But how? So if we capture, we can capture back with other line, still having the eye on both of this. So let's say I'll just play safe. I don't want to capture. I just don't want to capture this pawn. So I'll just play safer like this. Probably see. I don't know, bro. You should be actually castling at the beginning itself, because this has so many opening attacks, bro. So there are so many discovery attacks up here. So you can just capture even the queen captures till the knight is queen. You are not even castle. You should be developing the bishop. And I'm not sure how the position is good for white. Okay, captures bishop e6. See, he's just developing every of his pieces. So you should not be capturing this. So top tiers will never think like that. So they won't capture the free pawn because this allows the black to develop their piece for free with a tempo. Probably his idea would be writing this. I guess he just I guess this opponent is thinking that he's playing against some 2000 sorry some 1200 players so that he can just have this kinds of checks. Yeah, but eventually the opponent is Yanis Khan. He's not a newbie, so he played f5, queen e3. See, he's just using each and every of his resources to just open the attack against white. Okay, bishop e5. Why? Why are you just moving king f1? I don't get this idea itself. Why do you want to move this, bro? Just giving a full free rook. What are the best idea would be castle, right? So you can just simply castle, then you can just give up your queen. That's the only way, I guess. I don't know. So simply captures the rook, then bishop takes. See, he's just fond of capturing pawns instead of developing his pieces since his this thing is still under attack. His queen is still under attack. Okay, bishop c5. Wow, just giving up another piece. Okay, what's the plan for Genghis Khan? Let's say if queen takes the bishop on c5, what's his plan? Probably this is a checkmate. What else? The only way, right? Then maybe this block is good, I guess. I'm not sure. Let's see. Bro, he just blended the game. Great, great. See, this is how the 1900 players play. I'm not sure. Even a simple guy can just calculate this, right? I don't know, bro. So who's this guy? Nagi Abu Jenda. Maybe he should be some Abu Jenda. Okay, so he's 39. Wow, he's a candidate master. I don't know, bro, but his rating is inflated, I guess. I do know that he will just lose against GMs, but I'm not sure whether he can't be able to see these kinds of simple moves. Probably he can just extend the game by playing this. Actually, this also loses the game. I do know that, but still, you have much more time to to play against a GM. Actually, you won't have in your whole lifetime. Or you can even have some kind of discovery, sack the queen. That's even good after capturing, or you can just capture back and even just check and just pick the other bishop as well. Don't worry, you can just play until you lose. Okay, just realize the game with the help of engine. So probably just learn the French defense exchange variation from the white's perspective. So how good this end man can he's not end, but how this amateur player can just play against this GMs. So after this French defense, probably yeah, the knight c3 is the more recommended by the engine as well. So he goes for the exchange variation. Still the bar is equal. Okay, normal developing moves. Huh. Yeah, so knight f3 is okay to move. So I guess he's been afraid of this pin. So I'm sure this is not a threat. You can just cancel. I can just because the top GMs won't exchange this bishop for a knight. So you can just even later kick that bishop away or just simply develop the pieces, bro. That's it. Bring the other bishop as well, or just I'll just play this. Maybe I'll just see. Oh, probably it's a move for black, right? So what's the more recommended variation? It's knight G E7. Okay. Yes, I'll just play my own move that comes from my mind. So queen D7. So I'll just develop the other knight as well. Yeah. So I don't know. I can just make the positions equal, I guess. So even though I have a +4 advantage, I can just make the position equal. If I have a -4 advantage, I'm not sure. If he blunders, then maybe I can just equal the position, or I don't know. So probably my idea would be just bringing the other knight as well, move the rook, bring the knight, safeguard the square, and then move the queen. So even if he captures with the pawn. So if bishop takes, pawn takes, and can just bring the knight to this square and drop the bishop. So yeah, this this will just look like a great setup for white, I guess. I'm not sure, but still you can just hold the game for a more number of moves at least against a GM. Okay, so after this, he played this h3 move. Still the game is equal. Still the game is equal until here. I actually don't get this move. So yeah, his idea is if he captures, then he can just play the queen h5 move, which actually renders a knight. Kind of like the basic idea and the preparation for this whole game, I guess. I don't know. Bro, this is kind of like funny though. So this guy just prepared the whole opening, which is kind of like the two mode threat against a GM. But still appreciable, but great, bro. But still, you can't play these things up lines against GMs, bro. You can just try this against at least a 2200, 2300 player. Yes, they might also be able to see this. They'll just calculate these lines for at least, if the position is new for them, then they'll at least analyze the game for maybe 2 3 minutes. So you can just simply analyze the whole lines. If it captures, sorry, so they'll just they'll just think the different lines. Maybe this is the good move attacking both the knight and just spinning. This almost can be easily seen through them. Like so, eventually, yeah. So this is kind of like a bait which you should be making for the low rated players, not the players who are rated about at least 2000, I guess. Yeah. So Yagispan just utilized his full potential up here. So now the threat is not up there. Why did he play this move? Probably he should be playing this, I guess. Which is also losing. I don't know why. Now knight c e5. Wow. Now we can just sack that knight. So he takes this. Yeah. Now this thing is not defendable. Okay, okay, got the idea. Probably we just have queen takes d5 is now good, right? Okay, queen takes d5. So bishop e6, attacking. We'll probably drop back. I'll just go for the same kind of line that he fell for. Queen takes f5. Probably not. So yeah, this is actually losing. Hmm. So after this, rook e8. Rook e8. Knight a3 is the move. I don't know what does this move does. Still, you can just go for the same line, right? Knight c e5, d takes e5, knight takes e5, attacking both the things. Queen takes this, and then you can just play the same sequence of lines. So queen d4. The bishop takes a3. So shouldn't be capturing? Ah, okay, got it. So let's say you can even just capture this an exchange, or just capture the knight. Because if he captures this is in the spot, then why do we need to? Okay, I still don't get what's the reason to have the knight up here but not there. I still don't get this. Okay, so I'll just go back to the this line. So after this move, so probably I'll just have, let's say I'll just play this move. Okay, so still let's say, okay, now he has a knight f4 move. Okay, adding more number of attackers this way. Maybe now I'll just go for the castle. Knight takes d3, queen takes d3, queen h4, grabbing the pawn and having a mate in one. So the knight h3, so knight g3. Uh, I don't know, probably the queen g4. Oh yeah, the game is complicated up here, so I can't just dig up more number of lines into it. Okay, probably I'll just go with the flow. Okay, he made the worst possible move by defending the pawn. So knight a3 is the best one. I'm not sure why. We'll just discuss that in a while after reviewing the whole game. Yeah, probably short castle is better up here in that position. So should be giving up the queen for the exchange to at least hold the game. Probably after this, you should be playing queen d2. Okay, I thought of this one, but queen d2 just exchanges the queen and has a good advantage for white, right? Yeah, just calculated this, where I can that should be. So now this rook can be get outright. So probably that might be the reason to play this, I guess. Maybe I don't know. So yeah, so in this place, right? So instead of playing this move, so I guess the reason to play the knight a3 is in one move you can just actually connect the rook with the king, right? So probably that might be the reason to play this, because whatever the move you play is quite bad for white. So you can just play this move, which actually blocks the knight. So you can just play this move, which actually blocks the defense for the other bishop, as we discussed earlier. I can just go for the line. Let me check. So I'll just have play this. Plus I'll just play the engine moves. Oops. So what's the move? Yeah, I can just kick the queen further. Eventually losing the piece with check. This also grabs the queen, I guess. I'm not sure. Probably f4 also traps the bishop or kick it back. Okay, yeah, the position is just crumbling into pieces, bro. So we should be defending that pawn. If not, we'll be eventually having a mate up here. So this can also be, sorry, this rook uplift cannot also be played because of this bishop. So this pawn cannot be defended with the queen because of this discovery. So yeah, the position is quite crumbling for white. I don't know. I guess there is some book by Bobby Fischer that I just read a few months back. Books by oops, so, Robert Bobby Fischer. This one, I guess. Or I don't know. My 60 memorable games is also there. Why this thing isn't on? Probably I just need to read more books on calculations. So how to analyze positions and just calculate moves based on that. So I'll just do it. Just do it. Okay. So as in this game, so this H4 move is a blunder. It's not a blunder, it's a minor mistake, but this G3 move, the next move is a blunder, bro. Actually, I will not make that kind of move in many matches. I'll just make sure that I'll never make that kind of moves. So I try to castle as fast as possible. So let's say I'm just playing against Yagis Khan. So just play the engine moves for Yagis and let's see how I respond to it. So let's say we had a French opening. Probably I'll be playing this C3 move, and I'm not sure if Yagis is going for this Bishop B4 line. Then I don't know about his preparation. Okay, probably I'll just go with the engine line. So knight f6 is the move. So probably I'll just choose the position, and then knight f d7 is the move. Okay, then I'll just develop the other knight. Yeah, so yeah, see, this is equalizing position. So I shouldn't be playing like this. I should be make sure that I have the advantage up here. So probably I should be playing f4. Yeah, I just already seen this, right? So this is kind of the setup that moves which is played against. I guess it's I don't know. It's against Peter Lecco, I guess. I'm not sure. Probably that this is played by Zavic in some of his games. I'm not sure about it. So the reason to play for is so you can then later develop the knight. So even you can just play this queen check. I can just simply play the g3 and block it. Then you should be moving back so there are no spaces for the queen. So you can just come here, which actually had the play of f5. So this traps the queen. So that's the whole sequence of moves. So we should be moving back the queen to the home square, d8. So this eventually wastes a move of black, right? Yeah, so probably I should be doing f4, then develop the knight. Got it. So this is kind of like the setup that I would have if I play against the others, I guess. Let's say what's the more combination. So c5 striking up the center. Now I should be playing the knight s3, defending. Then let's say if I have this is I guess this is the same game that's played by Savage in one of his games. I'm not sure which one, but he played that. So we develop the knight, develop the bishop, and then the game goes on like this. So just don't exchange the center post. Just try to keep the attention as much as possible. Hmm. Got it. Okay, so then probably now what to do? I'll just download this book. And what about this as well? So my 16 memorable games. Uh-oh, is my internet bad or I don't have the PDFs? Okay, so that was a game one. Okay, it's a game between Fisher and Sherman. Okay, I'll just unlock this game as well. So I'll just add it to my study. So I guess I have this study in how to just add in this to my study. How to do it? Okay, I'll just like this. I guess this does this add it to my study? Still the thing is loading, but the thing is not. Too little, too late. Yeah. So I guess this is all the 60 games, right? Yeah. Probably then we'll just discuss the 60 games in our upcoming streams, maybe. Just bookmark this. Okay. So now, for now, I'll just go and just look into this game. So where Fisher played e4, taking small opening, kc5, the Sicilian, knight f3, e6, d3. Hmm. So if I analyze most of the games in my database, I'll be playing d4. So trying to consolidate the position in the center. Let's say he plays this at defense, he comes here, I'll just probably draw back maybe. Or even bishop b3, then let's say he plays, I don't know what to do up here. I'm not sure what's the best move here. Probably just exchange. This doesn't work because of this takes, right? So you should be taking the knight. Then yeah, this is a blender, right? Actually, okay, got it. So that this is actually a blender. So whatever way he takes, he just has this bishop. Got it. So let's say he takes the knight. I'll just drop back. I guess the position is kind of like equally. She can just grab this pawn, right? So that's also better. So probably I'll just develop the other bishop to defend the pawn. Now if he captures, I captures, captures, and captures. Probably I have a bishop, so most of the games won't play like this rubbish shit, but 20 do. Okay, so now let's back to this game. So after d3, I don't know what this opening is. So he plays c6, g3, knight f6, bishop g2, bishop e7, short castle, knight b d2, rook b8, rook e1, d6, c3, b6, d4, queen to c7, e5, one out captures, so captures, now move right. The game is different, I guess, probably, I'm not sure. Okay, so after he takes d6, bishop takes d6, knight a4, c4, knight takes d6, queen takes d6, knight g5, knight c e7, queen c2, having for mating 1, knight g6, h4, aiming for h5, and then kick the knight and have mate. Knight f6, no f6, sorry, knight f6, so that the h5 was not possible. Hmm, awesome to sacrifice the knight and then play h5. Oh, why did he play h4? Knight h4. Probably this capture. Don't know what happened. Okay, let's see. So after h4, okay, attacks the queen, grabs the knight. Ah, you can also capture this as well, right? I don't know. Okay, okay, giving up the bishop as well for free. Hmm? Or even I don't know, or even there is simply this game is simply winning for white in multiple ways. Okay, I'll just try to analyze the game with the engine on. Although showing no serious errors in the opening, he misses several equalizing opportunities, demonstrating the technical virtuosity that is to become his own more Fisher with astonishing maturity gradually strengthens his grip by pulling his own advantages. The better center, the two bishops, the serving meanwhile attempts to consolidate his position, wanting to seize 40-year-old and shatter it with a thunderbolt. Knight takes h7. Yeah, that's the same thing I also think. The knight takes h7 move is awesome, bro. I won't be able to see that in most of my ages. So it brings it to mind. So it brings to mind against combinations which also seem to spring from nowhere. Sherwin lashing back refuses to fall. However, his defense finally disintegrates under a series of acute blows to his Warwick. Okay, so e4, c5, f3, knight f3, e6, d3. Hmm. So okay, let's go. This used to be my favorite. I thought it used to be a favorite variation of King's India reverse. So what's King's India reverse? King's India should be something like this, right? I don't know. Particularly after black has committed things with e6. So let's see if Kings India. I don't know if it D4, knight F6, C4, D6, D4, knight F6, C4. I don't know, bro. So this seems like a queen. Okay, okay. So for black, it's kings in defense. Okay, got it. So yeah, so you can just either play the queen's gambit, or we can just play the king's Indian defense. Got it, got it, got it. Yeah, yeah. So this is like kind of like the reversed queen's Indian. Yeah, so the king's Indian is played by black, but here the position is for white, right? Got it. So particularly after black has committed himself with e6. Okay, got it. So because d4, c takes d4, yeah, this is a line that I discussed, right? You can just go for the next thing. So knight c6, g3. So the later game Fischer HMO, Shanta Monaco 1996 committed, which is d4, sorry, d5, minus d5 here. Who can just play d5? Wait a minute, let me just stop on the AC. Okay, so probably so I'm back. So after G3 knight F6, the latest game, which is the Fischer Iki Ifko. I don't know what's the game that he's mentioning. So that's another game which is going to consider which is playing a d5. So instead of knight F6, playing a d5, knight b d2, bishop d2, knight knight g e7. What's someone that has been discussing up here, but don't get him. So bishop g2. Okay, after oh nope, I'm just being confusing up here. So after d5, knight b d2, bishop d6, bishop g2, knight g e7. So this is the knight g e7 up here. Okay, this is the knight g. So this knight should be played up the e7. Okay, got it. Short castle and short castle. Okay, got it. So the sequence of moves is something like this. So instead of playing f6, play this. So after this, just play the knight b2, bishop d6, bishop g2, bishop d6, bishop g2, knight g e7. Sorry, it's actually castle g2, e7, short castle and short castle. Okay, got it. Okay, so that's the line he thought, but he didn't go for that. Short castle, bishop d2. So the question is equally and rook here with his pinky and as if to emphasize the cunning of the mystery. Probably just analyze the game without reading this stuff, bro. Maybe I'll just buy the book and just visualize how, let's say I have Fisher aside me, and then he is explaining his scenarios against the players that he played, and yeah, I'll just try to envision like that. So this is obviously kind of like not obvious to me. So probably so just analyze the game with the machine. So after this, points plus three. So what should we keep playing up here? Maybe I'll just turn on the engine. Well, as the engine. Probably how to do that. Okay, after this, the best move is this, which eventually traps the knight or what? Okay, play this. This is actually not the best move. So c4, knight, now takes, knight comes here, c takes, knight takes, bishop, queen takes d6, then bishop f4, and king seven just beat the rook, maybe, I don't know. But he played takes, okay, takes back, knight f5, c4, takes, queen takes, knight g5, knight e7, queen c2, knight g6, h4, f6. So what was the best move? The question is to, yeah, so knight takes h7 is the best move, knight takes h7, h5, knight h4, bishop f4, queen h1, queen takes h4. Mm, why he just shown the same line, bro? So Fisher is just playing same thing or what? So after this, he actually capture, then striking. Now, yeah, this all seems obvious to me. So he just lost the whole game when he played the F5. Rook beat d7. Probably I'll just check. D8. The king goes on like that, right? Hmm, got it. Actually, I don't know how did Fisher learned about chess. So, thought Fisher chess. So, what's the first taught the basics of chess by his older sister, then received instructions from American chess experts, while Carmen Negro is considered his primary instructor. The Master Collins, though Collins himself described their relationship as more of as mentorship than a formal teaching one. What are the books that he actually read, bro? So what books did Fisher read to learn chess? I guess he just learned the whole game of chess by learning from different books. So here are all the books I managed to find that Bobby Fischer has read based on the Fischer's book collection that was bought by Rex Sinfield. Sinfield, how to pronounce this? There's also a cup related to it, right? Sinfield cup. Okay, probably I'll just do some puzzles maybe now. Uh, why did I just play this last bro? Probably just still don't know. Maybe I'll just go and just read the puzzle. I don't know that I'm not playing the best moves, but yeah, but still, I can just win this position with these. Hmm, 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 hmm. What's the move here? So his idea is to exchange pieces, bring his king in, capture another pawn, and march this way, right? So what should be my idea here? Probably I should be going here. He plays. Okay, let's calculate. I go here. He plays here. I capture. Let's say he captures. I captures. He plays this. I captures. King captures. And I captures. Either way, it's too slow. To bring the king all the way up there, right? What should I do up here? Maybe the king up here. Check comes up here. Whatever the move he plays, let's say he plays this, I go here, he push, I capture, or don't you want to capture, but I'll just bring the king back. If he captures, I captures with this way and stops the pawn. I don't know, bro. Let's play this, or this, or even this, or even this. Probably shouldn't be. Why am I not taking in this position, bro? So probably I'll just go here. Yeah, so should be breaking the other way around so that I can just capture this pawn and watch this pawn all the way down. So got the idea. Okay. So after this thing, I figured and missed this line. So what I thought is I can just simply move the king and just play, but this allows me to even calculate this line. What I thought was I can just capture, I can just capture this and stop the pawn, but still this is losing because he can also match the pawns as well. Wow, what's the difference between capturing and playing this? Play, 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 queens, queens with check. I don't see the difference. What if I capture this? Okay, play, 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 queen. Oh, got the idea. So now he has this check, which eventually ends the game on spot. So he can just simply capture both of these pawns and actually win the game. Got it. So probably from this position, what I should be doing is just try to dismantle the base of the pawn structure, then capture and push it. Got it. So let's go to the next puzzle. Probably the previous one and just okay. So in this position, what are the different moves that I have? I can play this, having mate in one, capturing has a mate in one up here, the mate in two up here. If it doesn't capture, and let's say he plays this, capture this way and mate. So actually this is the move. I have a mate. Okay. So in this puzzle, probably I'll just sack the pawn, captures, I'll just give this pawn as well, then bring the rook into the game maybe, or or I can just give up the queen and try to add more number of attackers on that pawn, but this actually this is not right. So probably I'll just play this. No, that's not the move. Should not be opening the question like that. Then what it is it? Maybe now captures. You got the idea. So should be uh I don't know, but it also comes with check, right? That is not the move I know for sure. Uh, what's the shitty move we have? Yeah, so pretty sure and then the rook is like, yeah, so the idea behind playing this is, let's say if exchanges, let's say I just play this. I'm sorry, I'm not none of this right. So just solve the puzzle once more and then get into the next position. So after captures, let's say if he captures, sorry, let's say if he captures, I captures, queen captures, then we have this mate. What are the more you play? Does a mate in one. So to reflect that, we played this move. So I should be keeping some intermediate check and then pick the rook. Got it. So I have a check up here, which can be blocked by the rook. And pick this one. What else? Do I have any other checks from white? Let's say after this captures, what is attackers? So we can just take this. So I should be moving. So let's say I move here. He plays and picks this rook. I move here. He keeps and grabs this rook as well. So probably I shouldn't be picking up the. Yeah, but actually I can pick the rook as well. Okay, because this is a line. Oh, that's not a line. Actually, maybe sacking the rook. Or something like this don't work. See, I still don't get it. I'll just replay this puzzle. So sacking this, sliding away, keeping check is that okay, I'll just analyze the position. So my idea is to play this check, playing him, grab this, check, go here, check, come here. Forget this move. What I thought was you can just simply capture this, just capture this, and the game goes on like that. But still I'm losing, but that's the thing that actually calculated. So in this position, you should be capturing this. So after this move, why don't you take this? Because of this check comes with this. Okay, got it. So after playing this, still you can just go for this check, right? But now I can escape. You can just play here and escape as well here. Now my king is safe. And let's say it captures. Now I'll play the check. You go back and have a mate in one. Okay, got it. So I have this check. King can escape. Bring the other rook as well. King can escape. Chop. King takes. Check. Queen block. Uh, check. King captures. I don't know. Probably the game should be starting with this check. Then maybe I can just grab this and bring the other rook, the other queen. No, that's not the move, actually. So we should be playing this first, and then. Bro, why I'm just so bad with this puzzle today, bro? I don't know. My brain is not braining us. So let's analyze the position up here. Let's say after this move, and this king can escape, right? Okay, so this essentially loses this. Captures. I can bring out the queen as well. Got the idea. Okay. So getting up the queen is the idea. So what after the check is back here. And now I can just simply capture and bring the queen. Got it. So my initial idea was to just after this check, I can just grab this, play and bring the queen. So which is kind of like the equal position. It's not winning but equal. Okay, got it. So actually I should be playing this and bringing that. Okay, got it. So what happens in this position? Okay, I'll just probably sack, try to push this pawn and gobble the pawns on the queen side and win easily. But that's not actually the case, probably. Why I'm just so bad with this tempo? Uh, that everyone was drawing over, bro? Okay, okay. So see, the difference between these two kings is three moves. So when you reach this, so he can reach this. So let's see here. So after this thing, capture here, he comes here, he captures here, he comes here. Even though he can push here, he can just make a way for his other pawn as well. So isn't this a winning position? Okay, this loses all spot. So I should be moving up and taking the queen. Okay, got it. So let's solve this puzzle. So probably I should be this king shouldn't be near this pawn, right? So I should be playing this and actually grabbing the pawn. Okay. What the shit? Hmm. Okay, so in this puzzle, so I can just have this check. Yeah, that's the game, I guess. Just calculate, bro. Just don't move before calculating things. Why are this brain is not working as this? So what if it was this, play this, have some check this way, bring back, catch, and mate. How does we mate can be captured back with a queen, right? That's why you should be calculating each and every positions. So after this move, uh, this is the eventual move. Ah, shit. Good idea. So I can come back here. My king is safe. I also return 18-1. What is this stopping me? You can sack the rook. I grab. You bring the queen. Okay, so this actually led me into a draw, right? Yeah, probably. So comes here, takes, takes, comes here. So where I can move from comes here, it goes back, it goes here. Yeah, this check. So actually has checks in many different ways. This is the only move. So this is the classical way of over calculating things. How can I just so dumb, bro? So I guess these are like this is actually into a draw. Okay, has calculator, but this is into a draw. So after I put captures the pawn on b3. Now this isn't a draw. So let's say if you take here, there is no actual. So you should be running with your king somehow. Okay. So actually, I can't define both of the white balls on the side. Maybe I don't know. How do I just improve from here? Yeah, this seems a good move for me. Just push things far away. Holding the queen. Oh, at last, after six puzzles, I solved a one. So bringing the queen eventually gets into and this, allowing to be moving forward. Okay, what can I do up here? Probably playing this, this goes back here. I don't know what shall I play here, or I can just basically play here. This seems promising. This seems promising, and this seems promising. Neither three wins the game, then just shut the fuck off. Ah, how do I just play from here? Okay, I got the thing. Probably this. No. What can I do up here? No. This is also an interval. Okay, get a hint. Get a hint is to move the rook. But where? Oh fuck, a simple idea, bro. So this is the basic idea. So she's always putting the rook behind the pawn, the pass pawn. How did I miss this one? So I should we keep this and playing the game with ease. Capture, let's check, should be exchanging. Hmm. Yeah, got the board pauses, top up there. Essentially, I mean, I should be exchanging the rook. So the thing is, stick with the thing. So, because this now, let's into this into an opposition. Yeah. So basically, the first was what's in the previous puzzle. And then now, I should be playing as a white. I can simply grab this, he grabs this, and then I don't have checks. So eventually playing this and take loses, right? Maybe, maybe this check grabs, grabs, loses this on spot. Uh, what do you expect here? A simple captures and takes also just do not work. What should I do up here, bro? I should be thinking. Yeah, so this is from a classical game. So this is 1700 to 1800 tactic. It should be easy seeing within a few seconds. So what should I do up here? I don't get an idea. So captures, captures takes takes the word or takes 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 should be working called. So what should we play up now? Probably this check and pick the phone or okay got it. So this was is quite out bro. So this is not 2011. So the school just find this move. So the idea behind this move is so after this move, let's say if you capture, each allows us to pass one, which cannot be defended either way. So yeah, so that's the thing here. Okay, now let's go for the E3. Mm, how can I just improve my position up here? I can't play here, double attacking the pawns. Or even I can just exchange queens and just push the pawn to win the game. Should we saying the forcing kind of lines, right? What should I do up here? What would be the best move in this position? So either to exchange queens or to defend the pawns. What would be the best move here? Even this. Because exchanging queens is much better in this position. Probably I'll just check with the pawn, block with the rook. Okay, so let's see what happens in the other positions. Let's say I'm playing this. Bro, I'm not playing this. Wait a minute. Uh, yeah, so in this position, so after this e3 thing, what if I play this? So which allows him to capture. Okay, gives him an edge. So I should be playing this. Let's say if he captures and I capture back. So there is no cost of me. Let's say if he plays this, so I can just simply bring the rook, sorry, my king to the center and pick the pawns. So which actually cannot be defended without playing the rook this one. So which leads to moshing these pawns. So it's kind of like the zugzwang position for white. Not exactly zugzwang, but Yeah, whatever the white does, it doesn't benefit it. Okay, what can I do is just exchange and double attack. That's the initial idea that comes to my mind. What else is up there? Started double attack, then somebody drop back. So okay, now I can take. Okay, got the idea. So now capture. So the reason to capture the bishop before bro have solved this right. Yeah. So the reason to take the bishop is so let's say I didn't play the line to playing the bishop. So the line goes something like this. So he plays this move, which attacks on knight. Let's say he captures, he can just capture back, which attacks on knight. So we can't capture this free bishop. So eventually capturing all knight or queen sitting, creating certain weaknesses in our king position. So probably it's good to take this first, then attack. So even though if he plays this now, we can just easily capture this knight because this loses the queen on spot. Okay, what shall I play up here? So my rook is under attack. Can simply give up the queen maybe? No, that obviously doesn't have any benefits, I guess. Or probably can I sack my rook? Takes. Okay, what's the further plan up here? I don't know. So what's the good move for you in this position? So I don't know that I should be playing aggressively, but which way? Should I be sacking my rook or the queen, or just aim for other kinds of moves or play defensively? No, but this rook should be up here. Shouldn't be moved from this last rank. If this one's so monstrous, I should be looking for. Ah, got it. So captures, king captures this because this pawn can't take because of this thing. Then what? Then what? So king can just slide back up, right? So I can just play here and bring the rook, or if he plays the king to here, what shall I do in this position? So I should be keeping this check. He comes back. He comes back to defend his bishop, right? Probably, I don't know. I can't think further from this line. Yeah, so probably it should be something like sacking the rook. Sorry, sacking the rook. King takes. Maybe the queen check or rook check. The rook check, he goes here, have a mate. Okay, got it. So it should be the rook check. Okay, so he's threatening my rook. What shall I do up here? I can capture with the rook as well. He captures mine, I capture his pawn, he captures his, and then I play this, which actually defends his king to be more right. Okay, actually this works. So it is kind of like, okay, actually I didn't consider this line, but it still works, right? So let's say I play here, he's forced to capture, or come here, or just come here. So probably this is a good move. Yeah. So the idea behind here is that let's say I'll just resolve the puzzle again to just show the moves. So after captures and captures, if he goes here, I can just simply just chase away his king so that Oh, is it a draw? Okay, yeah, this is a draw. Okay, got it, got it. So eventually I should be pushing my pawns. Okay, so that's the idea. So, but he played this way, so I can just move myself away, and then even I can just capture. I don't care. So I'm the one who is just marching faster. So once I have the coin, I can just simply just block this way. So if he comes here, I can just bring the queen this way, just capture the pawn and win the game easily. Okay, so in this position, guess my king is in better position than his. But if he captures, I bring the king in, he comes here or here, whatever, wherever maybe. So then I play here. So should be playing somewhat backward and just push the king into the game. So this works, right? This actually works. Oh, I should be playing king here. Got it. So that's how this gets my position. So just miscalculated this move, bro. Ah, shit. Okay, got that idea. So the idea behind this is quite simple. So whoever's king has the position will just win the game. So eventually you should not give the position to the black's king up here in this position. So let's say if I play here, he can just simply have the position and whatever move plays, he can just repeat me after that and the game is draw. So to avoid that, I should be having the position. Now I have the position. The king should be moved somewhere else. Now I'll get the move. I'll just bring the king in and maintain the position. Try to grab the opponent with the game. That's the idea. Okay, so in this position, so I'm playing as black, right? Probably let's say play this, he captures, play this, he captures with check. So that doesn't work. Probably oh capture, small respawn, capture. We bring this king in. Hmm. Or this one. So if he captures, I capture and play this. Now I can chop this pawn off. Or let's say after this he plays here, I still go for my idea. So this is the move. No? Okay, now this is the move. Still now? I don't get this idea, bro. Probably I'll just capture. No, I don't get this idea. So the thing is, so this is the line that I already calculated up there. But what actually happens up here is, let's say, why didn't go for this line? So I stopped my calculation after this thing. So yeah, now I'm better, right? So after his king move, I can just simply faster than his king. Okay, so I simply didn't calculate it deeper. That's it. What I thought was I can just simply go for this line. So actually giving him some space, and then we can just capture this off. Okay, now he also has to follow pawn. Pass on. I missed that thing. Okay, got it. Okay, has a mate in one. Probably. Okay, got the idea. So I should be keeping check and push the pawn. That's it. I'll just grab it. Hmm. So what are the checks that I have in this position? I can uh what I can do here. So my rook is under attack. I should be noting that as well. Maybe, maybe sacking the queen works. Nope, it actually doesn't. Then what shall I do up here? I should be coming up with some idea. So there are no checks for his king in this position, and there are no pawns or pieces that I can just capture for free. This is dependent by this is dependent by this, and everything is just basically coordinated with each other. So what shall I do up here is maybe the sack takes how amazing one, or if we move here, we have another mate. So that's the plan. Good. There's something capture maybe. No. So this is much better move. We should have attacked. Okay, it's gonna be simply capturing because of this. Taking this for free. So it should be check. If it takes one away, that also doesn't work right. Hmm. What shall I do up here? I should be playing that can move, but I don't know how. Hmm. This seems good, but it doesn't. Okay, but this eventually traps the knight. I do know that, but without this is much better. Okay, fine. So we can just resolve this. So I got the idea behind this. So we shall be falling into this. So I thought this would be much better than I don't know. There are no chess, right? Okay, then this will drops the rook back. Got it. I just used a simple move. So probably I should be capturing and just bring the king closer to trap the knight. That's it. Got it, got it. I just simply miscalculated the rook back to the d8 square. Okay, so in this position, what can I do up here? I can have some check, probably playing this and bringing the other rook. So even if he captures, I play the check. Queen takes, queen takes, or I can just simply just take and win the pawn. So which is an equalish position because both of them have 4 pawns. So eventually it is not meant to exchange pieces, but to put have check. Okay, this seems a good move for me because of this check, which is inevitable. He can play here. I still come here with the check. He plays this. I can play the check backwards and pick the queen. Or yeah, so this seems a good move for me. Okay, so he's okay to sacrifice his queen for the rook. Okay, I'll just go for it. Oh, but still, okay, that's fine. Okay, so what's the next thing up here? I can capture this. What's stopping me to do that? Or I can just simply push the pawn so that sorry, I should be, oh, sorry. I'm white, I should be playing as white, right? So, I should be playing this, not capture this. Because this allows knight to jump in and pick this pawn. So let's see, I play this, you come here, I go here, you come here, I go here with checks, I'm winning. You know what's the difference between these two moves? So this and that, I don't know, let's see. We got it. So after this, so if I have my king up here, I can't stab this pawn, so I'm actually losing it. Got it. So probably I should be playing here, then here, and have the queen. So if you place this, I can just stop it or even attack further. So which I can't do when I have my king on the F1 square. Okay. So I simply have a discovery up here. I can just play this, taking the queen and capturing the bishop. So which eventually works, I guess. I'll just capture this. Okay, have some discoveries. What else I can do? So after some dis oh yo, oh that's a bad one. It's actually a power play just press the left click button instead of right click one. So sorry for this shouting. So actually can I just sack the rook? Maybe, maybe, maybe. Or simply play the queen move, he captures and solidifies the position, I guess. So the queen g3 moves looking an obvious one for me. So after getting the queen g3, I can just actually pick this pawn as well, and I can pick this pawn as well. There are so many moves in there. What if I place this? Takes. I take this way. So king takes is good. What shall I do after that? So king takes is good. I can play this. King is supposed to move up here. I can come here. King is played here. I can usually can't even pin the queen to the king to the queen. Sorry, queen to the king. I don't know what to do. So probably sacking the rook or playing the queen g3. What's the best move in this position? Or simply pawn takes g2, which I guess is a bad move, which allows all of my attacks. So should be moving this rook to somewhere. So I play rook takes this, queen takes rook. I don't know what's the best move in this position. I don't know, my brain is not braining up here, bro. Because this calculate deeper. So let's say what happens. The rook takes this, g2. So there are two options. No, two options. There's only one option. So rook takes this. So captures back. Comes here. Takes here. Actually having some shit. So this doesn't work, so I guess. G3. I don't know. So after the queen G3 move, I don't see a good move forward. So the queen captures, I can just simply exchange pieces. So still fine. Uh, what shall I do here? Takes. Still don't see the move. Probably this queen G3. Okay, G3 is the move. Okay, so let me just discuss the different lines that I just analyzed up here. So after this discovery and this move, there is no good move for white. So that's the reason why I actually played this. Uh, what are the other lines that I calculated up here? So I calculated the rook sacrifice, so which eventually don't have a move after this. So it's kind of like the draw switch even I can just defend this, but I don't see advantage for one of this position. So it's drawish game. So even though I have 2 pawns against 2 1, still it's a draw. Because that's a past one here. So that's the whole line that I calculated. So the other line is this one, but this eventually what I thought of doing up here is I just calculated two variations of this. Doing this will just essentially loses the game on spot. So having a whole rook against this will just win the game. But yeah, actually this will just stop every attack. So I don't see any kind of moves after this. Let's say even I play this check, I comes here and I have this check. So I don't see any further idea. I thought of having this pin, but yeah, so I don't have the queen through pin to sorry the rook pinning the queen to the king. Yeah, so finally the only move that I have is to just pin and wait for white to move. So there are no obvious checks. We can have this check and just simply drop the rook back. So I don't have any checks. So I can just simply play this king h7 move. So now everything is under attack. So let's say what's the best move for this thing? So best move for okay, so to simply play h4 to safeguard the pawn. I can just play this and capture things and just simply win the game. Keyboard and just go for the next position. Okay, so in this, so if I'm able to defend this pawn, then it's a mating one. Or even this is a mating one after this. I can play this, he captures as well. So what's the move here? Probably so the bishop this check doesn't work because this paves a way for the king. So I should be playing this check. So this is the obvious move. So which blocks this thing? Now maybe I can just reroute and now maybe I can just reroute, but this actually falls into the bishop takes g3. So now this check will have this for the king. What shall I do up here? So probably after these two moves, we should be playing the king marching to the center square maybe. Yeah, I can just play this move right. Can I try this? So yeah, that's the same sequence of moves. Still don't get it. So why not? Why did I play? Okay, actually I calculated this move first, but I played this king move. Okay, the reason to play this king move is still the knight is covering these squares. So the bishop is covering these squares. I can just bring the queen further, the king further to the pawn, and then just march and win. Let's say I just played this. Bro, wait a minute. Yeah, so after this, the puzzle is solved here. Okay, I'll just go and okay, so what I thought was playing this. Okay, this allows king to be placed there. So should be playing this. Now should be playing it here. So one of the moves that he plays in the next few moves will eventually have the king to be caged in there and have a mate. I don't know, but yeah, so we can just play this. I'll bring here. So probably I should be getting up his bishop. Then even if he matches, this thing is covered by this. Eventually I can just move my pawn and just move the king. Okay, so in this position, so this knight is pinned to the rook. I can just capture, comes here, capture, brings the other knight. Okay, yeah, that's the winning one. Oh fuck, so this makes this one. How did I miss this one, bro? So probably should be playing this and this. I thought of this, but oh, what shall I do up here? I don't know, but yeah, these are the two moves that I had in my mind. Probably having this will just can just simply takes off. So I thought of playing the bishop. So if he takes, I'll just simply attack further. If he doesn't take, I'll bring the rooks in. Then I just simply capture and play the move now. So usually winning the bishop, but it doesn't work. So what might be the move after this? Simple pawn move. Why is this overcalculating things? Yeah, I should be saying this code each and every time to myself. Yeah, so actually the thing is just simply capture and have a pawn move. That's it. Just don't do this over complication stuff. Just don't overthink all that. Okay, so in this position, I do have this check. He can block. I'll bring the rook onto the queen. She moves back. I can just simply play this maybe, I don't know. Or even play this move to pin the queen. Rook checks from the queen to my king. And then eventually playing this. This is a good move for me. Okay, I can just simply catch the rook. And the queen as well. Okay, I can keep this check. Comes here. And then I should be playing this, blocking this way and having a weighted one. Okay, this is the move, so I should be sacking the queen maybe, or even, oh wow, should be doing the ultimate queen sack. Bro, but this is also winning, right? I don't know, but I guess this is also winning in that situation. I'll just calculate the position from here. Uh, so yeah, but the thing should be forced, right? Shouldn't be playing this move first. Position should be give some counter attack for him. Got it, got it. so always the moves should be forced. Good. Got the idea. Probably what shall I do here? So I should have been moving my queen from the second rank, better than 8. So maybe a counter attack. Maybe, but how do I do it? How do I do it? Uh, I don't see a mouth. Maybe should be sacrificing something else. So I think to simply move the rook from the g5 and be the queen as it. But I don't know how to do it. Mm-hmm. Maybe the bishop g5 works. So rook takes g5, queen takes g5, f takes g5, bishop takes h3. It should be working, I guess. Let's add the queen to grab probably. Can I simply capture this, right? I don't know. Or even I can just play this, tagging his queen, and then no, what should I be doing here? Capturing this pawn works. You can just capture mine, right? So probably should be attacking the queen and then capturing the pawn and all of this. But maybe I don't know. I tried different possible moves. That is really flat on mine. Uh, maybe. No, that doesn't work. Oh shit. Simple move. Is it a simple one? No, I haven't calculated the further moves. So after captures, should be capturing the pawn, having the queen. So wherever the queen moves, I have this check. And then I'll play this way. That's the idea. So I'll just go and show the lines after this. So let's say he's playing some other king. This is a better way to be. Sorry. Yeah, so this is a better way. Okay, so then let's move to the next puzzle. So I should be playing as black. Yeah, I can just simply play this move. Start with this check. I can move multiple places, but I should be having some way for my rook to kill the check. So probably playing this or this. So either wins the game or something loses up here. Let's say I played this. So he can keep checks if I played either way, right? So either the one should be winning. I don't know which one is best in these two. Plays here. There are no checks from. So eventually, this should be the move. So if he plays here, he should not be doing this because we are just giving some chance for him. So probably after this and this, I should be playing here and have the same idea. Oh fuck. How did I miss this one, bro? I just calculated the wrong position and the great way. Oh, I just missed this one, so you can just defend the position, right? So I should be playing this. Got it. How did I miss this one? Playing so dumb. Dumb, 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 dumb. Probably D4, 54 works. Plays here. And then I can play this, which actually can be defender. I can play this right. I can catch it right. So this thing is a good move for me. After this, I should be sacking the queen. No, there is no use for doing that. Should be simply playing this. So which actually can be defender. This is the only way to defend this one. How do I progress? I don't know how to progress from here. Mm, Yeah, so the queen d just sorry, the queen d1 move just resolves every threats. You don't see the further move after that. You don't know, after catches, still don't get any moves. Probably should be. I don't know, I just fully didn't calculate this on this basis. Uh, Okay, I just missed that one. So yeah, so that these are the three moves that come into my mind. So this one, and the queen sack. So I don't obviously see the moves after a few lines for the queen sack and the bishop h5 move. But I haven't actually calculated the rook e5 move or the e3 move in depth. So maybe that might be the reason. So I'm gonna come back. So I can just simply defend this here, right? Now I can play this. So even if he captures and the game goes on like this, you can simply win this position. You can just attack or everything you want. So you shouldn't be giving any kind of attacks for your opponent. So just simply capture, bring. Okay, so go to the next person. Got the idea. So the thing is here, should be playing this. He comes here. Uh, then so I can just stop this pawn. That's my king. So I don't need to worry about this hedge pawn. So this should be the move. Then I should be watching this, I guess. So this way and this way, then bring the rook to beat this thing, I guess. No, should be playing this before doing that. But why? I don't get this. So let's say if they're playing this, I can't play this because cash should be actually in this box before that. Alright, so we got it. So now I'm safe. Got it. Okay, so this check, queen drops, slide away, come here, check, back. I'll just keep the check and pick up. We got there, yeah. Why, bro? What are those things? So you just want to simply exchange and just go into an endgame? Do you think this is fine? Then I'll just go with it. Just don't want to play like this. I just want to play some kind of strategical lines. So let's say after this, I thought of playing this. Let's say he defends. I just slide away. I can't get it to blocks. That's the reason why my theory went wrong. So my actual theory up here is to play something like, okay, wait a minute. So something like after this move comes here, I have a threat. So let's say he repeats. Now the thing is winning for me. I can just keep the check. So he comes here, and I can just keep this check out. So one of this works. So we should be blocking. I have a mate in one. So that's the line that I actually calculated. Okay, I kind of see the winning move. Yeah, I can see the winning. Uh, one of the things that I play, so I should be actually cutting this off, or I can just simply play in capture. Or the queen h8 check. Just go check. This rose just moves in spot. I can now bring the rook check. Now I'm playing the king and just capture. Or even I can simply capture the rook or just capture the queen as well in the spot. And then play the rook, the check and the bishop as well. So what should I do up here? I have different possibilities of moves. So I can just play this or simply play and pick the bishop. Or I'll just go back and allow him to do this and pick this way. Or maybe I'll just go for mate. Though that's actually a bad move. Let's go for the motion like that. But I still don't get this though. Because, so why the thing that doesn't actually work out here is, so after this move, he can just play this, and have some opportunity to, let's say I can just play here, and he can just play the check back and play this, or even have maybe threatening my rook to have some sort of counter plays here. So this will be the move. But after this, what I calculated is this move, which actually gave him some opportunity, right? So okay, this allows him 81. So I missed that one. Who got it? Got it. So I missed the 81 opportunity. Keep check, takes check, comes here. What shall I do here? Check, comes back, check, goes here, check, comes here or even here. The line is so confusing. I don't know, maybe the password should be this. No? No? Bro. This is just taking, this consuming my energy much, bro. So this simple check I thought of logging with this. Why that doesn't work? Okay, let's go with this check. Because it actually made. Oh, I missed that one. I'm just using simple moves, bro. Probably take this way. He captures, he captures, check. That just loses on pot. So the best thing is to just sack, take, now play this, comes here, plays this, attack on queen. Okay, just go for a simple line. Oh, this check allows me to play this check as well, making him to be played. Shouldn't want to be targeting. So comes here, whatever he plays. I'll just play. Mm, yeah, that's the move. I can't get that shit right. Okay, good. directly to these moves in the spot. So just come back. Okay, after captures, check. Come here, check. Both of these moves. Hmm. Check, take, comes here. Or check, bring him. Guess probably change would be better in this position. No, no, bro. So that's let's say captures the check. It comes here, okay, it comes here. Naturally push, captures. Now the king is much nearer to the piece to capture this piece. So captures doesn't seem like it would move. So captures you place here. Sorry, after this comes also move you place here. Should be playing my king here, comes here. Jack's like some kind of a defending position maybe. Then he plays here, comes here, she comes this way to grab that advantage. I don't know. But capture seems to be that move which needs to be played in this place. Okay, let's calculate different lines. Captures, takes, uh, king f5, king moves here, I'll just play this, he stops. Or instead bring the king this way, which actually wins right. Okay, I'll just try this. What if bringing the king here? That doesn't work, so this is the move. Having the position, let's say he plays this, which eventually, probably this is the move. Now have the position and grab this pawn. Mm-hmm. So captures this as the rook. What would shall we do here? Maybe kicking the queen, sacking, and then just grab it. Or to this investigation, right? Probably, probably, maybe should we do this all the time though? Mm-hmm. Check. And it drops back, move back. So the question becomes complicated up here. I don't know, probably I should be exchanging uh, bishops and that I should just stop that. Simply don't find the move, that's it. Or kick it, let's say Cardinal catcher, this moves somewhere back to his home place, bring your bishop now. No, I don't see. So I don't know how just DF choose the lines. Maybe choosing the which lines should be so which lines should be calculated is based on their intuition, I guess. The queen then just simply drops off, which actually stops every kind of threat that we have in this position. How does it make the simple move? I guess this is the move. So I'm actually picking up a piece. Why I'm just calculating or thinking so much in simpler positions? So I can just have it up on the queen or simply captures. So we will just have some attack on the queen and then capture. No, capturing is the initial one to two up here. Okay, got it. Simply picking the free rook. So I'm just over calculating up here. So probably just like this. So your queen moves somewhere. So you can just pick this up. But that doesn't work. So now this actually has a double attack on both the rook and the queen. So now you capture the queen and pick the rook. Got it. So now I have this check and can just bring the uh, rook and win a rook. So that's the idea that I have right now. Or just simply exchange the queens first. That would be a better idea. Then win the rook. I have this check. He comes here, pick the free rook, and I have a mate in one. Okay, let's go for that line. Wait a minute. So this will just give some chances for the black. Let's say he keeps this check. Uh, Probably I'll play here. He goes back. I play this time this move, which actually is a mate right. So can we go back? We should be coming up here. Now I should be. Now I don't have moves. Maybe I'll just make this. He's just moving back. Mm, yeah, pick the rook, but he has a counter place, so I should be defending that as well. So I can have this check or simply pick the rook. So simply pick the rook will just actually lead into this direction. Play here, comes here, it goes here. It's kind of like repeating moves which actually lose somehow, I guess. Or I can just simply bring the rook back. Okay, that's the move, I guess. No, this is the move, I guess. Okay, comes here. What's the move? What's the move? King c7. Now I can capture. So now I don't have this check. Okay, got the idea. So comes here. So let's say he picks up this. Plays this. Come here. this thing can't be initiated in the first place because of this pawn takes pawn on this one. What I thought was after capturing, so this whole sequence of thing. So what I thought is after this one, so he captures, I come here, he plays this, I can just play here, or miss this check. So I should not be giving him chances. So plays this check, comes here, and he picks. So now I have no card plays and has establishment. Okay, got it. So to avoid that, the give me share. So that's the whole sequence of line that we keep calculated. So after this, why just repeating lines up here? So it should be simply capturing the thing here, right? So now this doesn't work because this thing is different. Okay. So just play move so that you can just defend the attacking square, then pick up the pieces. Go on. So let me just resolve this puzzle. So now the D square is defended. So after it plays this, I can just pick this up. I'll just bring this. He comes here. Now I kick him back. Goes here wherever he wants. Yeah, this is always on pumping. So this is the great one, I guess. Or even after capture, this is the great one. Okay, so this is a simple log row. So just have a double pawns or just have the log pawns and then just try to have a position. That's it. So you can just place here, you can just enter. If it goes here, you can just enter this way. Got it. So it's back to the right. So probably I'll just what if the move that I have in this position? I can just play this, eventually blendering a fork, or blendering a fork, but still a bit right. I don't know what to play up here. Hmm, maybe, maybe not. I can just simply do this and pick the rook. White to play right. Can take this way. Capture doesn't work, so the queen takes this. What's his idea, bro? What is his idea? What is his idea? Simply capture this, right? I don't see the idea. I can just simply capture this way. Wait a minute, is that a better move? I can just simply keep some check, though there is no checks. So usually should be capturing this way. That doesn't move because he's under the rook. Okay, black to move. I guess there's a wait. After this, can play here. He actually comes here. Now this check and then mate. Just calculate before you move, bro. Why are they doing dumb shit? I don't know, I just calculate every moves up here. So this check, so he goes here, comes here, he plays here, then plays this back, which is eventually a mate, right? That's the thing that I actually calculated. So even getting this, I can't have this. Okay, got the thing. So can this be draw back the knight to defend the king? So the best move would be the rook. No, rook this way. Though that's actually not the way to play this. Because maybe his idea is to just pick the free rook. I thought there's some mate hiding up here. So there is no mate, so just simply pick the rook. Okay, captures, he takes this way, or simply move forward, have a triple pawns which can be easily marched forward, captures, captures, so this will eventually march down right. So captures is going to work. So he captures this way. So then probably I should be playing with this check. Captures, I can't captures because pawn is pinned with the king. Probably still don't find any move here. Saturn just takes. Can't find the move. Probably doing some baiting moves in this C5 maybe works. I guess I'm just over complicating the things. I can just simply play this, right? Uh, can play this and oh fuck, that's in the move. So should be playing this and then okay, guess missed this one, right? So actually after this, then I should be playing the rook f7 before pushing the pawn. Captures, comes here, or even this. I'll just come back. So he plays this, should be capturing. That doesn't work, so I guess. So captures, he comes back. Mm, probably playing this before capture. So this captures. After this, you can play this, it takes this. So why I'm just calculating each and every position, I should be able to do like that, right? I don't know, I'm just calculating a stupid way. Stupid way. Stupid way. Dun, 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 da, da, oh, da, 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 takes, goes here. Okay, this is the slowly just capture and play this. Don't find any more. Maybe I'll just capture this way, captures, check, blocks with this way, still don't have more, so we should capture this. Okay, the root track. What's the move after this? I don't find a move. Probably this check or this check. What check is up there? There are multiple checks, right? I have four different checks. So I should be playing which one? Let's see if we defend this way. Now I can pick the rook, so the queen, right? Taking both the idea. So the thing is, so it has to calculate this line, but I haven't calculated the queen back and the thing. So if we defend this, I'll just come here. Or if it just goes back, I just pick the rook. Why do I want to play this? Yeah, okay, okay. Now pin, let's say it takes this, capture this one here. I have a mate, white don't really how to capture the table. Maybe this doesn't work. This develops the pawn, and then what we can do further. Oh, forget this one. I don't know. Probably after this, he chops. Uh, this is a winning game for me, right? I'll just play this one. No, no, no. My brain is not braining for probably I'll just end the stream. That's it. Hmm. Why are we playing against me? Okay, actually having a mate. Okay, let's conclude this. So this is a game between an international master and I don't know, a normal guy, no such player. Fine. Okay, probably I'll just end the stream and I'll just catch you up in the next stream. Probably we'll be solving more puzzles and analyzing previous games. Bye bye. Take care.